Hi everyone, Tina from Vibrant Travel. I'm just back from Iceland and I took a really fun tour called the Funky Food and Beer Walk. So I wanted to take a minute to tell you about it. This is probably going to be a short, maybe 5-6 minute video because I don't want to give away all the secrets in case you decide to take it. So the Funky Food and Beer Walk was led by Lolly, our guide, who was engaging, interesting, and obviously very knowledgeable. You could tell by the way he interacted with everyone that he really loved sharing the history of Reykjavik, or of Iceland itself. And we started at Hallgrímskirkja, which, if you see the rainbow street next to me, it's actually at the end of the street. That leads. It's really a beautiful photo. If you have an opportunity to get there, you have to take the photo, and I will post it. You'll see it here in a minute. So we started there at Hallgrímskirkja, and we went across the street to the Loki Cafe. So stop number one, Loki Cafe. Now these stops may not be the same for each tour, but this is our tour, and there we got to taste the infamous fermented shark, as well as fish, meat, and bread. So we had a few different dishes. This tour includes 9 different types of authentic Icelandic food, as well as 5 beers. So you'll have a beer flight at the end. So we did taste the shark. It's an experience, I'll say it that way. I recommend that you do it because you'll learn a little bit about the history, and they really don't eat it today, but it is something that they ate in their history as a last resort to avoid starvation. So that piece of information was really interesting to learn about that, and the rest of the food was really fabulous. So if you want to, you'll get to try the fish and the meat, and also some bread. So we moved from there, and it is a walking tour. So we got to learn more about the history, wonderful tidbits about prohibition, about banning dogs and when that stopped, and of course, the history of the land and the people as well. So as we proceeded to our next stop, which is Reykjavik street food, we were invited into an art gallery. They were photographers. They take amazing pictures of the highlands and also of the Northern Lights. So I probably could have spent a good hour in there, but they were preparing our table, and when the table was ready, we went ahead and moved on to the food. So at this stop, this was sort of our soup and stew stop. So we tried meat and fish there as well. And we also had fish and chips there. So I'll give away that secret. We had fish and chips, and the fish and chips were excellent. But I'll tell you, I was getting full by now. And we left there and continued our walk. And as we learned more about Iceland and its history and people, we stopped by the Punk Museum. So we didn't go in, but it's an interesting place because it's actually repurposed bathroom stalls. So we were able to at least look down into the entryway, and I have the picture showing as well. So that was fun. And as we made our way through town, by the way, Reykjavik is super walkable. You don't need a cab to go anywhere. You can get pretty much everywhere. And the walk by the water is amazing. So after we passed there, we approached our final stop, which is the hot dog stand. I'm sure you've heard about the famous Reykjavik hot dogs. Well, they are 80% lamb, and the remaining 20% is beef and pork. They are amazing. The secret is that you need to order it with everything. And everything includes it has a special mustard, has remoulade type topping, crispy onions and regular onions. So definitely try it. But I was so full by now, I actually split my hot dog with someone else. So fun, tasty, really good time. And then we continued on from there to our beer flight. So we went to Skuli. It's a craft brew pub. And we tasted a variety. My favorite was the raspberry sour, and something new. Obviously we have that here, but something new that I had not tried before and really liked. So that was really fun. Before Lolly left us, he gave us some really interesting information about, things to do in Reykjavik, how big Reykjavik is, tips on how to save money when you're here, and tips on tipping, because tipping is not a real big thing there. So I think those are my highlights. I hope I didn't give too much away, but it is something I really recommend, and look for the link in the post. Also, if you like the information that I'm giving you, please like it, share it with your friends, subscribe, and you'll find out about some others that I have coming. So I hope you enjoyed it, and have a great day.